You know, it's interesting. You were talking to Shay and I before we came on, and you were talking about the one thing that is missing, in this era of COVID. Can you go ahead and pass it on to our listeners?
Yeah, I was just saying that it kind of sucks that COVID's happened obviously for a lot of reasons, but the biggest thing is, being at home for the Super Bowl is, we really get miss out on the opportunity to really feel the energy from the fans. Like we get to feel a little bit. There's going to be I don't know, I think 22,000 fans, but I'm almost certain that if it was able to be full capacity, that this city would be rocking. You'll be able to feel it going to the grocery store. It would just be so much energy just in the city. And, so that kind of sucks.
You also mentioned the thing which I agree with 100%. This is week 2 after having another bye week. Doesn't this feel like the game is never going to get here?
Yeah, that could not be any more true. Like, it just, it feels like it's so far away. You know what I mean? But I am glad that it's finally game week. I'm hoping that it gets here faster than expected, so that we can get this thing going. Man, I'm so excited.
We're talking to Chris Godwin right now, wideout for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, getting you set for Super Bowl 55. So when you guys faced off with Kansas City in Week 12, Mike Evans did get in the end zone twice, but it was you who had the most yards of any other wideout with 97 yards. So you had a really good game in that matchup. How do you kind of repeat that now in the Super Bowl on Sunday night?
That's a good question. I think the biggest thing really is just, sticking to our game plan. We understand that there's going to be, trading blows. They're a really, really good team, and they have a really explosive offense. So we understand that there'll be times, where they make their plays, and, we have to be able to respond. I think at the end of the day, the team that makes the least amount of mistakes is going to be the team that wins. So, for me personally, it's going out and doing, what I've done all year, which is trying to be the best player that I can be for my team. I take a lot of pride in going out there and making plays in the run game, making plays in the pass game, and just being a good teammate. So, I'm just going to go out there and keep doing that.
Everyone's been talking about, the offenses, because everyone wants to talk about Tommy and Mahomes and, talk about the skill players of Tampa versus the skill players with Kansas City. Well, tell me a little bit about Kansas City's defense.
And they I think you make a good point because there are two really good defenses in this game as well. I think both of them are a big reason as to why both teams are here. And just, for Kansas City, they have a lot of explosive players, a lot of playmakers. Obviously you have Chris Jones and Tyrann Mathieu, to mention a few that are just, they're impact players. You have to know who they are every time you're out there on the field, and try to limit the amount that they can impact the game. Which is not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination. But I think the good thing about having so many, explosive players on our offense is that it's going to make it difficult for those guys to really impact the game. So I think if we're able to do that and minimize them, I think we like our chances.
So has Coach been talking any trash to you guys in practice, telling you aren't any good, you're underdogs, you don't have a chance? Have you been hearing any of that good stuff this week?
No, not really. No, not things like that. I think I think his message is more so just if we take care of the little things. We've been playing really good ball lately, and we've done a really good job. As of late of not turning the ball over. And creating turnovers, I guess, throughout the postseason. And so if we're able to do that, it's gonna look good for us. But on the flip side, if we don't, it can get out of hand. So we got to be really smart.
He asked that question before you came on, Chris. He was telling me how that is kind of how the psyche works with football. Like you got to kind of reverse psychology it and tell you you're not going to play.
He's not.
I don't know if everyone
He's not
does
playing in New England. That's all. He's not playing in New England.
And then he told me it's more.
Trust me, if he were in New England, he would have heard it 9,000 times by now.
I can believe that 100%. I can definitely believe that.
So you mentioned Tyrann Mathieu. You saw a lot of him in your last matchup.
Mm-hmm.
We know what his talents are. Safety for the Kansas City Chiefs. He's quick, and again, he'll probably be in your face a lot. How do you combat him?
It's really just matching that energy. He's a high energy guy. He's going to be all over the field trying to be disruptive. It's really making the plays that come your way. And like I said, I think that's where having so many talented guys on our team comes in handy. We don't have just one guy that you have to take away. We got 5, 6, 7 guys that can legitimately make plays and have made plays for us throughout the season. that have allowed us to get to this point. So we feel very confident in all of our guys and ability to make plays, but also to just, make them when they count. This is the biggest stage, the biggest moments. We're going to need all of our guys to show up.